This is the Hobbit.
You asked me to find the 14th member of this company, and I have chosen Mr. Baggins.
Now that the film's obviously out on DVD, we can talk a little bit more about the plot.
Yes.
Than we
could.
And I guess the main arc of Unexpected Journey is, I guess, Thorin learning to accept Bilbo and Bilbo learning to accept Bilbo being on the quest. I guess would you say that's kind of...
That relationship is key to the story, but it's also key to the character. He learns about himself through Bilbo, and we're going to see that progress into movie 2, where the relationship evolves and then is destroyed, I suppose, in movie 3. Really, the relationship was always arcing in a certain direction, creating a dramatic conclusion to the movie 1, based on this relationship between Bilbo and Thorin it was always there. It was just in a slightly different place.
Yeah.
But yes, we're driving to a destination which, in the book, when Thorin picks up Bilbo and is very, very violent towards him at the end of Tolkien's story. In the book, I'm not giving anything away. You have to get to that place somehow, and that's where we're driving towards.
Work, Scout! Which means an orc pack is not far behind.
Orc pack?
Who did you tell about your quest beyond your kin?
No one.
Who did you tell?
Looking kind of, we're talking about the DVD now, so it's a chance to kind of look at the reception of The Hobbit.
Yeah.
And your performance as Boff was one of the performances that was singled out amongst the dwarves.
I think the character is lively and friendly. I think he's a mixture of optimistic and vulnerable. I think he's brave and silly.
It's a meaty character.
Well, I think 2 is interesting. I mean, I think he's got a lot more to do over in 2.
I get the sense there's going to be quite a big tonal difference between Unexpected Journey and Desolation.
Unexpected Journey is, as I say, it starts off in Hobbiton, and it starts off quite light, and I think progressively it'll get more dangerous and dark, and as Bilbo gets further away from home and in more jeopardy, we'll be able to sense that and feel that, and as the quest for the dwarves becomes more complicated and threatening, it will carry more weight, I think.
It explains to me why movie 1 was so peppered with humour and lightness, because obviously I favour the dark. Because movies 2 and 3, or the continuation of our story, it does get darker when they go into Mirkwood. When they're captured by the elves, and when they get to the mountain, the story gets very, very dark.
I think it's important. I mean, I think that's natural part of the journey. I think it starts off with innocence and hope, and I think we've already seen some bits in Unexpected Journey where there is fear. I mean, and Bilbo represents a lot of that. But should I be on this? Am I being? I mean, there's a lot of challenges that are faced at the in Unexpected Journey. I think Desolation of Smaug it gets pretty dark. I mean, I think 2 is going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think it's. Tonally it will be very different. I think a bit more, a bit darker. I mean, as they go into that world,
Can you promise that I will come back?
No. And if you do, you will not be the same.